Hello everyone. I am doing this in non-selfie mode, so please bear with me. Hopefully you'll be able to see everything, but what I wanted to make sure you're able to see and read is this description that the physical therapist wrote out for me so that I could take this along. Now they recommend doing this in a circular pattern here, or in a U shape, as you can see. When having issues with the pelvic floor being too tight, okay? And it's saying here only 2 to 3 minutes per area, okay? So don't overwork the area, right? If you are having pain and require that pressure in there to do exercises in order to do a release, okay? Basically, I'm going to let kind of some of the descriptions here speak for themselves because of how, it reads just as on a clock. And here at noon, it says avoid. And down here, I believe it says avoid also the tailbone area, okay? So as you're going in and feeling around, and you can do this digitally using 1 or 2 fingers. There's also a tool that hopefully I can find and link in the description. But the tool I would not necessarily recommend unless you've actually been to a physical therapist, because here, as it says, 2 to 3 minutes per area, like, you don't want to overwork the area, okay? Because a little goes a long way, all right? So with that being said, please do check out a pelvic floor therapist near you if you are having issues in that region. And remember, this can affect not only women, but also men. They also talked to me about they treat younger women who are just starting menstruation and not used to being able to, having to insert a tampon, and going through the method of doing dilators and things of that nature in order to properly use the vaginal opening, right, as nature intended. Thank you, Aunt Flo. Cheers, cheers. Applause, applause, right? Someone's like, it got me out of gym. Like, yeah, once. Okay. I played sports in high school, so I had the occasion of actually like skipping my period because I was so active. In high school, like, my body fat percentage was so low that it was hard for me to menstruate regularly. And then there were the girls that menstruated like extra. They had, and they called it amenorrhea. I can't remember the exact type. And again, I'm not a doctor. I'm a person living my life, right? But somebody who has had to visit a pelvic floor therapist, okay? So this was also covered by my insurance, okay? Not like wholly, but at least partially. And it was for like more than just like 2 times, like, it was actually like treated as real physical therapy, because we all know that women's health issues sometimes go overlooked. In fact, the local hospital didn't even recommend these people to me at all, and they've been in my backyard literally for years. So get out there and do your research. The doctor who's treating you and diagnosing you doesn't necessarily have your best interests at heart. That was an unfortunate experience for me, experiencing that and walking away from that appointment very distraught, because I thought, oh my God, I'm in so much pain. What am I going to do? So I called Listen B Physical Therapy, who happened to be in my local area. So this is way more common in Europe for people to visit pelvic floor therapists. So I feel like it's just kind of, one of those, the medical system hasn't quite caught on that there's, women here, right, supposed to be having these babies and all this stuff you want us to do for you, right, in society. So let's start by treating this area with a little bit of kindness and sweetness, shall we? As per the doctor's instructions. Okay, so here's my tip to you. Bye.